Hi everybody, this is Unlucky Artist here, and today I'm going to show you one of my absolute favourite trap tunnel setups, which I call the Open Alternator. It's a bit of an OG setup, and credit to the YouTuber Rounded Tic Tac who originally showed a version of this. But this still remains one of my favourites. So you can see in front of me on the screen there are some spawns, and then behind me is the van for Ride the Lightning. And I'm going to set up a 2x1 somewhere in a few tiles in front of the van. So here it is, and it's going to have 2 walls with a gap in between, 2 ceilings and 2 floors. And in those I'm going to put 2 wall launchers onto the walls, and they'll throw the husks back. I'm going to put 2 wooden floor spikes onto the floor, and they will slow the husks down by 15%. And then I'm going to put 2 ceiling electrics on the ceiling, and they will damage the husks so that they die. And this in combination is enough to push back whole waves of husks. So I'm just going to upgrade now, and then I'm going to put some block offs to stop the husks from getting through the sides. Now you can, if you want, put some anti-airs on top, and that's just so that lobbers don't destroy the builds, but they shouldn't destroy them as long as you do not stand in the builds and you do not put your teddy in the builds, or you just don't go too near the builds. Okay, so there are a couple of different variations of the alternator that you might see, and here I'll just show them to you on this example here. So the first way is that you might have an extra wall here, and you could put a wall dart or something like that on it, and this would be kind of useful in situations where your spawn, as it is here, is directly there. If you had a spawn coming from the side here, then they're likely to just try and bash through this wall. So that's why I like to keep things as open as possible. You will also see people who put a wall here, and sometimes they might even put like a half wall here and another one here. And essentially that's to force the husks into a part of the box that is most likely to lead to them getting hit by this wall launcher. So they take the longest possible route through this 2x1. Actually, so that should be the other way then, like this here. Now, what I find sometimes happens in these situations is that if you get a lot of propanes and there's a big wave, you can get a bit of a traffic jam happening here, and then the propanes are much more likely to just blow the whole thing up. So this is why I like to keep it, as I call it, the open alternator, to make it as open as possible.